Hey y'all, we about to react to what the president has to say about Corona. And no, not President Jesus, our original commander in chief, also known as Bitch Who Looks Impeached.
The tests where it takes 5 minutes to 15 minutes are very accurate. They're very good. And we're sending them all over the country.
You look confused.
And over
there,
600 devices will be also shipped this week to additional facilities. Second, HHS will be distributing an additional $5 billion from the Provider Relief Fund to all nursing homes. Nursing homes in higher risk areas will be receiving more funding.
That's good.
This money can be used to address critical needs, including the hiring of additional staff, increasing testing, and providing technology support so residents can connect their families and they can connect to their families. They are having a tremendous time. They want to be with their loved ones. They can't do it. So what we're doing is we're working it so that we can connect, have them connect with their families if they're not able to visit. Third, we've been identifying especially high-risk nursing homes and sharing that information with the governors so that the governors and their staffs can take appropriate action. We're able to find, because of the testing programs and other means, we're able to find certain areas that are very high risk. The governors can then take action. Additionally, CMS, CDC, and the U.S. Public Health Service are providing enhanced technical assistance and support, including visits to the highest risk nursing homes. And that's their priority right now. Nursing homes, but the highest risk nursing homes. CMS and CDC are implementing a national training program focused on infection control for those nursing homes that need it most. And we have them surveyed and we have them mostly pinpointed. Over the past few months, we've created a surveillance system to detect outbreaks, and currently 99% of all nursing homes are reporting directly to it. So we have great data. When a nursing home has 3 or more cases, we alert the state and make sure that it responds very quickly. We check on it, make sure they respond very quickly. I want to send a message of support and hope to every senior citizen who has been dealing with the struggle of isolation in what should be the golden years of your life. We will get to the other end of that tunnel very quickly, we hope. The light is starting to shine. We will get there very quickly. But we send our love. We send a message of love. Very important. We're with you all the way. As far as the outbreak in the Sun Belt, I said yesterday we continue to vigorously combat the rise of cases in the South and Southwest and the West. We're closely monitoring and aggressively reacting to control the infection in Texas, Arizona, California, Florida. Arizona is starting to come down. Done a very good job. They're all doing a good job. They're very talented people.
We won't find out what's going on in the real world here. We won't give a damn. Uh-oh.
We've got a big Hurricane Douglas. Could be a direct hit to the Hawaiian Islands. I'm prepping for all of this today. Again, this is why I always am prepared with
Nigga, you look prepared too.
Bags. Testing out one of our new solar units as well today. I can generate basically all the power that I need just for the sun. This is why FEMA and your government recommends at least 14 days food and water, preferably 6 months. I've been recommending that for years. This is from Hurricane Central and weather.com. Says Douglas has been the first Eastern Pacific hurricane of 2020. This is moving from the west. It should hit Hilo first and then work its way to the rest of the islands. They're expecting winds up to 100 plus miles per hour and surf, for anyone that wants to go surfing, up to 20 to 30 feet. Also in the Atlantic, we have another storm, Gonzalo, forming. Now, this should hit by the weekend, start to see some action as it approaches cooler waters, I think in and around Friday, and should potentially be a direct hit by Sunday. So I'm prepping around the house right now. One thing that surprised me with the lockdowns and quarantines is that there has not been any rationing of gasoline. So I am going out today. I'm going to get more gas, non-ethanol fuel for both my gas generators and then, of course, my solar power units, not to mention more food and water. And this is why I always urge you guys to be prepped, not just for an economic collapse, which is key to prepping, absolutely, in an SHTF fan scenario, but also just for natural disasters like this, because I don't know what this weather event or storm will bring. So I'll keep you updated on all of that. Also, I'm securing the perimeter of the property, bringing any potted plants and things that you have out there, any patio furniture, that kind of thing. And then I've secured a proper location in the house. Now, I am in higher ground. You can see the ocean from my house here, but we are high enough where there's no tsunami risk, which is one of the reasons why I really like this house. And it's a 2-story, and there's a pretty good spot if we have to hunker down for the night. So it should be pretty entertaining. Also light, candles, any backup electrical generators, again, units, have all that ready as well. Douglas is increasingly likely to bring rain and wind impacts to Hawaii's tropical storm by late this weekend. You can see here the map. This was at 5 a.m. showing the gusts of wind and the development as this moves westwardly towards the Hawaiian Islands and could be a direct hit. Douglas has strengthened into the first hurricane of the year in the eastern Pacific. So prepping for that. Again, this is why you should always be prepped. You should always have everything that you need. Also want to talk about Trump making a statement yesterday saying things are going to get much worse before they get better. Here's his quote. He says, quote, "It will probably, unfortunately, get much worse before it gets better," referring to the virus, the president told reporters, although he did repeat his assertion that the disease would somehow eventually disappear. In a further sign that the U.S. is taking the virus more seriously, the government has agreed to pay almost $2 billion for 100 million doses of a potential vaccine being developed by German firm BioNTech and U.S. giant Pfizer. So we've had Moderna, we've had other competing pharmaceutical giants, and it appears American people are very excited for the vaccine. If you talk to most people, they're hoping that their lives can go back to normal as soon as possible. I think if you just candidly ask most people, they would tell you that they're really waiting and hoping that they get that vaccine.
Side note, remember when people were telling you not to take the flu virus because they give you the flu, and I would never take the flu virus, the flu vaccination shot until they start giving it to you, and it was like, bitch, you just got a disease, and if you cough on her, you won't kill her. So I needed to take a flu shot. So I was like, all right, poke me. And then it was like, okay, we're chose still. Boom. And then they put me a nice Powerpuff Girls Band-Aid, and I was all happy and shit. And then it didn't hurt that bad, so I choked a little bit and I left the hospital. And now I take them every year and I don't get the flu. I say this. When you first start taking that vaccination for that damn coronavirus, you're gonna get the corona, everybody gonna get sick first. And then they're gonna offer a couple more million real quick then.
I don't know what they got in that vaccine.
Hmm?
I don't know what they got in that vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
They might be giving it to you.
It's possible. So things can go back to the new normal. Again, things are not going to be normal. In fact, just like this hurricane that is approaching is kind of a good metaphor for the current state of affairs worldwide. I'm expecting really probably the remainder of my life as a young man, I just turned 39 yesterday, to be very, very tumultuous. In the United States, we have clear-cut divisions. We have a geopolitical world war developing with China right now. All those trade negotiations have failed. We still have problems. North Korea, Kim Jong-un, firing missile after missile with impunity. We have a dollar collapse, an economic collapse. In fact, in the news today, not only are silver and gold skyrocketing to new heights, crypto is just crushing it again. All these areas are just super, super bullish right now because, again, the dollar keeps getting weaker, but Trump and the GOP have started to float the idea that they're going to cut unemployment benefits from $600 to $400, which, to be honest, that's weekly, is only going to piss people off, right?
See, I rock with some shit they be saying, but remember, them niggas sell the gold bars and the silver they damn self. So all that collapse in the dollar is good for them. And if you look at that little bullshit, if you look at that little clip they put up there, right? You don't see no date on that. So they could have been just reprint that every day. Look, collapsing, go buy our shit. Buy our shit, it's collapsing. Hey, buy our shit. You know what? There's a hurricane that's going to go destroy the dollar You need to go buy our shit. Hey, there's a virus that's going to destroy the dollar. You need to go buy our shit. Hey, there's a forest fire that's about to happen in a week that's going to destroy the dollar. Guess what you need to do?
Buy
our shit. I'm just saying, sister, it's a little bit risky.
Buy our shit.
Right on.
It's because of the forced lockdowns that people don't have jobs. Okay, it's because you close the economy down that people can't go to work. It's because the economy is totally shut that people are sitting on their butts having to collect unemployment. So now they're going to cut the payments. Possibly, we'll see if this happens, but they are floating the idea by $200, which is just going to piss people off, quite frankly. I mean, again, you should have figured that out in the beginning. It's like giving someone a chocolate piece of cake without the ice cream on top. No a la mode, right? They already got used to it as I was eating my birthday cake yesterday. Then you're going to take it away from them. So people are going to be very, 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 very pissed. And again, this hurricane, this potential direct hit coming to the Hawaiian Islands, which I'll keep you all posted on, is just a metaphor for the direct hit that America is currently taking. And Trump is warning now that things are going to get worse. Lockdown 2.0, as we talked about on this channel, is in full effect. Australia is about to be locked down, is already semi-locked down. They're even calling, the GOP, Republicans and Democrats, calling for a national mandate for wearing masks. I had someone in my audience, one of you tuning in, I probably should have taken a screen capture of it, said that you got kicked out of the gym because you were forced to wear a mask, couldn't breathe, and then the cops had to show up and boot you out, and then you got permanently kicked out of the, I think it was like a Planet Fitness or something like that. I could be getting it wrong. The point is, Americans are normalizing the abnormal. There's nothing normal about this new normal. It is abnormal. And there's nothing normal about tens of millions of people, Americans, being unemployed, not having jobs. There's nothing normal about the U.S. government socializing all these losses, creating record amounts of debt, destroying the U.S. dollar. And the source of all of this is the central bank, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Federal Reserve. It's why the rich keep getting richer. Elon Musk and Tesla, soon to be added to the S&P 500, go vertical. All cryptocurrencies go vertical, about to hit new all-time highs. Gold and silver going vertical. Because again, all the smart money, people that actually know what they're doing, are dumping this country. They're dumping the U.S. They're dumping the United States. They're dumping the dollar because the dollar's worth nothing. It's all fakery. And as I talked about yesterday, you've been sold a scam. It's been the primary message of this channel for a generation. You've been sold a lie. Somehow in the future, things are going to get better. You're sold a lie by institutions that brainwash you, lies of propaganda by the mainstream media. Someday in the future, you're going to retire and you're actually going to live the life of your dreams. Well, look how that dream is being stolen from most Americans today. And that's been, again, my point with this channel, AMTV, for such a long time. Live your life today. Don't let anybody steal your happiness. Don't let anybody steal your future. The truth is, it's not about making money. Okay, it's not about that rainbow or that the end of the sunset where you think you're going to be someday. It has everything to do with the now, living life to the fullest. And as I've been recommending to you, my audience, and this is currently how I'm living my life, I'm living every single day like it's my last. I'm living every single year like it's my last. I'm remaining vigilant. I'm remaining prepped. And as I told you, the rain is coming. The rain is coming, right? The rain is coming. The flood is coming. They made fun of Noah for prepping, and you know what? Prepping has never let me down. By the way, click the link below. You can get all this equipment, bug out bags before we sell out. Get all of our emergency kits, get the food, get 6 months, get whatever you need. Because again, it doesn't even have to be an economic collapse crisis scenario. It might just be a storm rolling in, and we could be a part of a direct hit here on the Hawaiian Islands. Who knows what this will bring? But I'll tell you this, my faith is in God. And remain vigilant, remain prepared, put all your faith in Him. Jesus Christ is King.
Yeah, whatever with all that. But, yeah, this your girl. Me. Wayne Sequin. Bye, people. Bye, y'all.